What's up, YouTube? Got another C5 video. Pretty excited about this one. So let's see what we got. Bam. Hope you can't read that. Lambo door kit for C5 Corvettes. Let's get this baby installed. See what we got in this box first. Pretty heavy hinges. Guessing this is driver's side. So you got wire loom for the wires. You got to extend. You don't have to extend the wires, but you're gonna have to cut the boot in the middle and put this wire loom in the middle on your wiring harness inside the doors. Guessing those are probably shocks. This sounds like hardware. And the other bracket or hinge. Looks pretty straightforward. Got quite a bit of instructions, and it seems like they're really detailed instructions. The kit, when I ordered the kit, the guy told me I can call him at any time and go over anything I needed to know as far as install. He said he's been doing it for 10 years. So this kit is directly from Vertical Doors Incorporated. There. I don't think this one I have, but there's a couple other kits out there that you don't have to take the fenders off and cut the fenders and stuff, but this one you don't have to take the door off. So to me, not removing the door is easier to keep it aligned. So let's get started. I believe first you have to pop the hood and headlights. Let's get a cold start. That sounds good. All right, you want to get your hood popped and your tail lights up, and then you want to disconnect your battery because we don't want to keep all the lights and stuff on as we have the hood and lights and trunk and stuff open. So disconnect your battery. Then you're gonna want to pull these covers off, but first you have to take off the headlight covers, which there's one screw there on this side, and the other one back here is easier with the hood actually closed. All right, then I think there's some T15 or Torx T15s that hold the actual cover on. So let's get that part taken up. Be right back. Okay, I pulled off the covers for the headlights, and now I'm going to pull off the top covers. And these two T15 Torx, they're way easier to get them with the headlights closed. Thought you do it with the headlights open, but it's hard to get to, especially if you're using a drill or something. But I have to find that later. Probably that one too. Okay. Let's see. Now there's something else holding it on. I'll pop those other two out because there's one screw on this side and another one on this side here. So I've already taken those out, but it still won't come out. So I'm gonna pop these two out, then pop the headlight back up. Okay. The headlights back up. Okay. Now, the screw here is out. I'm wondering if this clip was holding it on there. Yeah, I'm guessing just the clip maybe holding it on, but let's try this one in. Okay. There's the cover. You want to set that somewhere where it won't get all scratched up and stuff. Okay. Same thing on this side. Try to get it. Remember, it's T15 there, T15 there, and then the two in the back, which are harder to get to. So if you take the two out in the back with the headlights down, then pop the headlights up, you won't have to keep up and down like I did. Then you can pop these two out later. And the cover just pops off. Okay, now this bracket comes off with these T15s. But before doing that, because this is what aligns your cover, you want to mark around the unit. That way, when you put it back in, you'll be pretty close to where you were before, if not dead on accurate. So let's get something to mark that with. Actually, I may have a mark there. Sharpie handy. Okay. Let's get mark here. Mark here. Oops. Mark inside here. Get a mark in here. It might be good enough. Nobody's gonna see us. Just go across the whole front. How about that? Damn. Get in here also. Then I'll make sure I can see that when I pull it off. Okay. Can't really do anything with that. So let's just get us a mark here. Make sure we get that mark line back up. So same thing on this side. See, this one is different from that side. Alright. See if I can get this tripod thing set up maybe. Close the hood again out of my way so I don't scratch the car. these front ones. And this is my first time doing these doors. I've never done it before. Just kind of watched a couple of videos and read over the instructions for 2 days. Being excited. Coronavirus stuff going around. I'd rather be doing this than trying to find tissue. But after you take those 4 bolts out, these comes right out. Then you want to start working on all of your T15s that are on the front fender all the way down. Got 7 on the top. I believe there's 2 in here and 2 nuts in there. We'll verify it in a minute. And then you got, I think, 7 7mm inside the wheel well, and then 2 7mm on the bottom. All right, on my car, the instructions say there's 7 of these 7mm bolts here. 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 there and 3 back here. I have an 04, so maybe after a certain year they only put 3 on each side, or I just haven't found the other one yet. But this side and the other side are the same. I haven't found that 7th one, so I think we're just gonna go with it having 6. And it would be a lot easier if you took the tires off. You don't have to. I don't feel like it, but you can if you want. Obviously, with the tires off, you you can continue to use the drill like I was doing before. Go ahead and get all these pulled off and come back. Okay, now have those out. Once you take 2 of those or 3 of those out, you find the other 2 that says you need to remove. It feels like they're coming out with the fender, so I really don't think they have to come out. But those 3 there. And there's 2 under here. And one sucks to get to. One is here, which isn't so bad. But the other one is back here, pointing back this way. So you got a little space to get in there. And that sucks. All 7mm nuts suck. And then you have these 2 here. So I took that one out. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one out. And then the instructions say there's 2 nuts here, but I don't see them. So not sure if there's old instructions or new instructions or what, but it's supposed to be in here somewhere as far as the instructions say. I don't see them yet, but I'll figure it out. Okay, now I figured out that I'm gonna leave the battery connected because you have to let the headlights up and down quite a few times. It was easier getting these 2 out on the fender with the headlights down, and now where the 2 10mm nuts are, there's one here and one down here, but you got to get your hand in here and back this way. So you're gonna need a deep well 10mm ratchet to get in there and get those, and I found that easier to do with the headlights up. Now you may be able to go in here and pop this out, but it seems like it's gonna come out with the fender, so I'm not sure. But stick your hand in there. Let's see if I can get a video. You see that one that's already loose here, and then the other one is back there. So those are the 2 10mm that you're gonna have to pull off. There. And then there's another 7mm inside the fender here. You can see, the camera won't focus. Right there, where this, you can see the fender kind of goes into that bracket. There you go. That sucks. But it's kind of hard to get to. I'm going to try to pull the fender from the bottom and reach up and get that one. Let you know how it goes. Alright, so finally got this fender off. It was not an easy task. The bolt that goes here, you know, the 2 10mm that are under here, one there, one here. This one, of course, the one in the back was rusted, so wouldn't come out. I unscrewed it enough where I could get my grinder in there without cutting anything. I put a piece of tape down, top and bottom, make sure I wouldn't cut anything. I had to cut that one off, so I had to buy a new bolt to put back in there. But that was probably the hardest part of this so far, was getting that out. That took me about 30 minutes trying to get that out. And the same exact bolt rusted on the other side, and I haven't gotten it out yet. But I'm going to go ahead and start on this side. Same process on the other side, except this unit here, I think it's a air filter or something. I think this gets relocated to here. in this area somewhere. Let's see what the book says. So here, yeah, that gets relocated to there, which is no big deal. All right, as you can see, this side the fender is mostly done. The bolt that was there actually laid on the ground. It came in from the bottom side here and used the drill to get in there and get that from under this side. It's a lot easier. Camera focus. It's a lot easier getting that there, out of that spot from the bottom. Right now, only thing holding this fender is that one 10mm nut. I'm gonna have to do the same thing on this side. This side has no relocation of anything except if you have these trim pieces, you're gonna have to move it forward 1 inch, which is gonna be bad for me because of the wrap. So I'm gonna have to redo all the wrap because all of this stuff will be moved forward. But that's okay. All right. So, like I said, that gets relocated here. There was a little rubber grommet thing. This thing here was stuck in there. Pop that out. And you want to tape up your door, close it, tape it up, get you a couple marks on it so you know that you're back realigned. And I would take a measurement from here to here, and maybe the same thing at the bottom from here to here. And also this thin lip here gets cut off. It's real thin. It's no big deal really, but as you can see, it's not that bad. It gets cut off. Not so bad. It's pretty simple with a Dremel tool. So let's get those couple things done real quick. Get back at it. I don't want to make sure the door doesn't go anywhere after you take the hinges off. But you see here, I got my measurements wrote down in between here to the edge of here, and then right at the bottom there's like a seam where the wheels are. I set it right on top of the wheel to this edge here, and I wrote that measurement down. Okay. Try to get this cut off here. Safety glasses. Okay, back. Safety glasses. Which the darks are here.